Hi everybody, this is Carrie Amaro running for Morris County Freeholder. So I put together a video that will give you some facts on what happens after your ballot is either dropped off at a postal box or if you drop it off at a county vote by mail drop box. So I hope that this video is helpful for you. In addition to that, I will be doing videos on if you decide to vote provisionally and how is that different by voting by mail. So stay tuned for that one. And one thing before we get started that I do have to mention is please exercise your right to vote. If you are not registered, please register to vote. If your signature hasn't been updated in years and you know that it possibly has changed, please update your signature. Also, one last thing, if you did vote in the primary and you received notification that your vote was considered invalid, please make sure that you find out why and that you rectify that. So I wish everybody a wonderful day and I hope you enjoy the video. Okay, so let's get started. Before we start though, I must mention that if you want to take your ballot yourself directly to the county, you can do that by taking your ballot to 10 Court Street in Morristown, New Jersey. Okay? Now here we go. We know that there are some issues with the U.S. Postal Service. There are some things that are being brought to light, and they are being forthcoming and saying there are probably going to be some issues. So what I'm advocating for is the vote by mail drop box, which many of you saw throughout Morris County. What I'm requesting is that these drop boxes be placed in every municipality. Now, one of the controls that these drop boxes have is that the Board of Elections sends 2 of its representatives, never of the same party, to pick up the ballots from these drop locations. Okay, the drop locations are placed in secured areas and are monitored. Okay, now from there, once either through U.S. Postal Service or the drop box scenario, once the ballots are received, they are kept unopened and stored until the date of election, at which point the next process occurs. Before I start though, I want you to understand that there always is going to be an observer present for the next steps that we're going to discuss. Okay? Now, the Board of Elections has someone designated to verify signatures. Okay? Once your signature is verified, it's transferred over to what's called an opener. The opener will open the certified envelope and remove the ballot and provide it to the independent contractor who scans the ballot into using the machine. So this is why I always preface for you to make sure you're entirely filling in the circle so that your vote is counted. Okay, once the scan is complete, the scanner returns the completed scanned ballot to another Board of Election person that will file and store your ballot. So this process is very secured, it's tiered, and it is a process that happens very securely. Okay, so let's end with a few dates. The deadline to register by mail to vote, it must be postmarked by Tuesday, October 13th, or you have until that day to go do it in person. The deadline to request a ballot by mail must be received by Tuesday, October 27th. The early voting period runs from Saturday, September 19th to Monday, November 2nd. Please call your county office for dates and times. Thank you once again.